Good evening. A 17-year-old male is facing several charges after he threatened to shoot at a St. Paul area school. RCMP were notified of the threat around 4 yesterday afternoon. By then, the majority of students had already left the school. The suspect was turned in by his parents and released on bail. He now faces charges of uttering threats and 2 assault charges.
There was an altercation between 2 students earlier on in the morning. Throughout the day, the victim of that altercation received text messages. One of the text messages indicated that the other student, our suspect in this case, wanted to or had thoughts of coming to shoot the school.
RCMP are not releasing the name of the student or the school. The team will appear in court on Thursday. The 2 men charged in connection with the homicide at the Best Lodge Motel made their first court appearance today. Damian Mercer is charged with second-degree murder, while Jeremy Fensom faces several other charges, including aggravated assault. Both men appeared in court via closed-circuit television. Mercer will appear in court next on February 12th. Fensom won't appear again until April. Both men are currently being held at the Edmonton Remand Center. It was highly anticipated and a long time coming, but in December, the new medical center in St. Paul finally opened its doors. As Clayton Brown explains, 2 months later, the center appears to be thriving.
It was many years in the works, and finally patients in St. Paul and the surrounding area are seeing the vision Town Council had when they proposed the idea for the new wellness center.
We've heard nothing but positives. The access to the facility, it makes it, there's no stairs in it, so people can actually access it. It's easy to get to. The parking is easy. And
it's been fairly busy so far. The doctors are very happy. Patients like the building. It's wheelchair accessible. It's great for people of all ages, kids and everything.
The facility has 24 exam rooms. Only 12 are currently being used. But St. Paul is already seeing the benefits the new center is having on recruitment, starting to address the lack of doctors in the area.
It has also already attracted some new physicians here in St. Paul, and we're happy to say that we have a doctor actually officially starting today.
The biggest drawing card to building the center was to bring in new equipment like MRI and CT scans, among others. Mayor Anderson says they hope to have that all in place in the near future.
We're working with private individuals and firms that can bring this equipment in and make it possible for people to access the services. And right now we're doing the plan for the north end of the wellness center.
They aim to have the equipment in the building by the end of spring. In St. Paul, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
The Regional Business Accelerator is a program that provides a boost for up-and-coming businesses, and now their message will be spread further across our region. Newcap is partnering with the RBA to provide them with media exposure.
It's very beneficial to us because we can redirect more of our funding dollars into better programming and more learning events that will create a stronger business community.
Now, Chad Tabish, the general manager for Newcap, says he sees the importance of making sure entrepreneurs succeed in the community and that Newcap has the resources to reach the masses.
We've supplied them with access to our TV and radio properties to try and drive that understanding as to what the RBA stands for, what they're bringing to the table, and how they work in conjunction with, say, Community Futures, the Chamber of Commerce, and those types of other organizations that work in our community.
The Regional Business Accelerator will be receiving just over $32,000 in ads and in-house services. Well, students at École Sans Frontières are one step closer to getting fit and having fun while doing it after they were on the receiving end of a generous donation. The school has been raising money over the past year to build a new playground. Today, Motion Fitness rewarded their efforts by handing over a check for $1,000. The funds came from the sale of clean eating cookbooks and a barbecue. $20,000 is needed to build the park, and today's donation puts the school about halfway towards its goal.
To have so much help like this, and to believe in what we were trying to do.
I think it's really important for kids to start fitness on the playground. It's important in my home that my kids are fit and active, so I kind of sparked this.
Like all schools, our kids really need the opportunity for physical activity. That's very important in education today, and the installation of a new playground will go a long ways toward ensuring fit kids.
Staff hope to start construction of the playground in early September. Now, anyone looking to help can contact the school for more information. Recording and preserving Saskatchewan's rich history is important to the province. This is why the government declared this week as Provincial Archives Week.
Pictures of buildings and people, places that in time change. We want to preserve and share that historical record.
Here at the Lloydminster Archives, they collect, store and share catalog documents and pictures of historical significance. Staff and volunteers say it's important to document these moments, and that's why they have moved into more of a 21st century storing system.
Today's researchers and students and so on use the internet extensively to do their research, and we want to put as much of our collection as possible